feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Colby Rebel Show. I am your host, Colby Rebel, where my goal is to make that connection or answer that question. So if you have a question or want a connection, be sure to put your name in the comments. Let us know who you want to connect to or maybe what that question is. I'll be more than happy to do my best to see what comes forward for you. Okay. Very exciting. It was a great week. Last week I was in Cancun, which was pretty amazing and pretty fun. Had a great time just laying by the pool, enjoying some pina coladas and just taking it all in. And it was amazing. There's a beach there too. And just on the beach, no joke, it was a heart rock. So just this total heart rock just sitting there. And I was like, this is incredible. So that was really fun, but great to be back. Great to be with you tonight. And we have so many events coming up, but I just want to go over a few of them with you because they are coming up pretty soon. So I am going to LA for live events, everybody. So I'm very, very excited about this. It's been a long, hot while since I've had in-person classes and events. So you have to mark your calendar. This will be very exciting. Sunday, May 21st. It is Expanding Your Mediumship Workshop. And I'm very, very excited about this. This is a full day workshop where we're going to work through your mediumship, help you along, help you understand, make better, stronger connections, and it will be in the LA area. Then at night, I am doing messages from spirit. So this is LA Live. It is an evening of spirit messages. And again, it's Sunday, May 21st. So those tickets are actually starting to go very quickly. So if you are interested, grab your ticket. Please come and join me. Now, for my online friends, I have not forgotten about you. I promise. We have Explore Your Gifts. So this is an online workshop Tuesday, June 6th. So this will be really fun. We're going to just kind of tap into your psychic mediumship gifts. Going to be a beginner class. Really looking forward to it. And I don't know if you love your fur babies as much as I love my fur babies, but I do love animal communication. In fact, my baby Kendall, he came through today to me, which was really incredible. And I got to kind of spend a couple minutes with him. But I am doing May Mutts and more. And this is an online class where I will be connecting to your fur babies on the other side and giving some psychic readings about the fur babies in the living. So really, really looking forward to it. So you'll have to come and join me. Okay. So tonight, exciting night. We've got some callers. We've got some readings. So it's going to be really fun. Kimberly says, way different than Big Bear. Yes. And we had snow in Big Bear today, which is crazy. You know, the beautiful sunny days, the mountains are closed. Like I couldn't even go snowboarding, you guys. I had to just watch the snow from the window. Anyhow, yes, very different. But, you know, sometimes it's great to break up the routine, right? So let us bring on Miss Shelby here. Come on, Miss Shelby. There you go. Hi, Shelby. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am well. I know you mentioned you want to connect to a family friend, Dave, correct? And I believe we called him Bubba, you said, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. The first thing I get around him is big personality. I just feel like he's got a lot of character and a lot of big personality. Would that make sense?
Absolutely.
He gives me a big booming voice. Like I feel like when he comes in, it's like this deep, big booming voice with him. Would that make sense around the sound of his voice?
Yes.
And he gives me a total like funny, like to me, he's super funny. We didn't know what to expect from him. I think he was up for anything, literally up for anything. A game. He could do a drinking game. He could do a gag. He'd do an expedition, whatever is needed. He was ready on the go. Does that make sense?
Yep, that sounds like him.
There's a little bit of a feeling of quickness around his passing, Shelby. So would you understand that? Like, it's almost like I don't think we were quite expecting it, and he feels like, I don't know if he is, but he feels like a bigger guy to me. So would he have been a bigger guy? Would that make sense?
Yeah.
Or for all voters?
Yes.
Because I feel like it was that, and then something quick, and his passing is quick. So would that be correct?
Yes.
And then do you know, he gives me an L name, like a Lauren or Lorraine or Linda. Do we know an L name that you can connect to him by chance, honey?
I'm not really sure.
I think there's like an L. And so I'll leave that with you, like a Lori, Linda, there's an L. So you think on that while I'm doing the other stuff. And then if it comes in, you put it in the comments here, okay? But it gives me this feeling where I feel like for him, he's kind of that person that is like everybody's best friend. I just feel like, he's someone who is always stepping in, always willing to help. A bit of no nonsense with him. Also, like I feel like a bit of a straight shooter. He's not worried about being so proper. I think, and I feel like, it's interesting. I don't know if he enjoyed hunting or the woods but I keep seeing him like wanting to get to the woods is like what I keep getting. Would that make sense around him?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Because he gives me a bit of that, but he is, I feel like so loved by so many. Like I just get the sense from him. He is so loved by so many. And he really shares with me, I think people knew he loved them. He's not shy of telling people he loves them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's not shy of that. He's going to say, I love you, bro. Even men, here you've got this big kind of strapping guy who doesn't, and he's just like, bring it in. Give me a hug. I love you, man. I love you. And I believe there's a Michael connected to him, or maybe this is a friend of his, or a connection to a Michael. I'm not sure if you can connect to that, Shelby.
I'm not sure about that either.
Okay, so that's okay. You'll put it in the comments if you can connect and validate it, okay? But it gives me an M name and then an L name, so I feel like those are connecting somehow, okay? I also feel like it was like his kind of service or the after service feels like it had been very like almost casual. People laughing, people sharing things. Like it makes me feel like it was not uptight at all. Like it just gives me the feeling that people are drinking. Like he just, it gives me the feeling like he just wanted people to have fun and he just wanted people to enjoy it. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
So he gives that, and he just wants to let you know that, he lets everybody know that he does appreciate, and also appreciates people coming together for his family. So I feel like people came together to help his family or be with his family after the fact. He really wants to thank everyone for doing that, especially for helping his family. I feel like he's got a sister. So do you know if he's got a sister, Shelby?
Yes, I do.
Okay, because he wants to make sure his sister is okay. Like it's a big deal that people keep an eye out for her and keep an eye on her. But he also makes fun of her. Like you never know what she's up to, Shelby. We got to keep an eye on her. Like, she's a loose cannon. So he gives me a little bit of that. But I just get the sense too, I feel like he was proud. I just like a proud American, a proud person, a proud worker. And I believe that he believed in keeping his word. His friendships were his bonds, and his family is his everything, and he wants to thank people for that. He definitely was I feel like a little bit of a renegade, a little bit of, we got to be careful with, it's almost like I don't want to give him the keys to the bike or the car. Like it's like, what's he up to now? Oh, Chelsea, I love this. He was a logger in the forest. So that's why he loves the woods. That's it. Thank you, Chelsea. Because but that makes sense. That's where he was going. He was going he was just showing me him in the woods. Like, this is where I went. This is where I am. So if you need to find me, this is where I am, And I feel like it's putting ashes there. I feel like it's just letting people know that this is where he is. Okay. So just know that around him. Okay. And I feel like, he just wants to say hello, and that he loves the people around him so, so much. And just know that he's with everyone. I just keep feeling like the passing might have been an accident. Do we know if it was, Shelby? Do we know the circumstances of the passing?
He was sick.
Okay. It makes me feel like this would have been very quick, though. Do we understand this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a very quick process.
Okay. Yeah. It doesn't make me feel like he's got a lot of time to kind of get things in order. But just know that he's okay. And I know this sounds really weird. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll just say it. I don't know if someone has an axe from him, or if he has an axe. I know I don't know who would carry an axe, but there's something about an axe. So I would ask to see if somebody has the axe, or if they understand an axe with him, because he shows me an axe. And he makes me feel like he was very good at target. So either darts, target. I don't think someone could beat him at pool. Like, he just makes me feel like he's very good at that sort of thing. So just know that he loves you very much, and he's with you. Okay, honey?
Okay.
All right. I'll leave that with you. You're welcome, sweetheart. You have a good night. Okay, we have Rebecca here. Let's bring Rebecca on. Hi, Rebecca. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Who can we connect to for you tonight?
How about my father?
Okay, got it. I'm just writing it down. I feel like with your dad, I don't know. I get this sense with him. The first thing he shows me is a smile. Like, I feel like he shows me a smile that kind of gives me a little bit of, I just feel like with your dad, he gives me a sense of, I feel like very close to his family. I feel like, a really strong, just a strong sense of value with him. Do you know what I mean? He gives me that. I keep feeling too that dad may have been ill. So is that correct, Rebecca? That dad was ill prior to his passing?
Yes, that was correct. Yes.
Yeah, because he gives me a sense of that, and he gives me a sense of, he just makes me feel a little like either stubborn, or maybe a little like set in his ways. There's just something about that. Would you understand that? With like a little kind of ornery. Would you understand that? Like set in his ways and needed to do that whole thing, and yeah, and isn't real apologetic about most things. It's like he's just gonna be him. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. And I feel like, though, even though he's set in his ways and he is who he is, I just feel like the thing is, I don't know. I still think we just accepted him for who he is. I think we know he loved us, and we just kind of took it for that. Does that make sense? And, he just liked to go about his business. I think he liked to do his thing. Like to kind of handle things. Like I said, I can tell that he really does love his family very much. Yes. He gives me that. And I feel like the other thing is just a sense where I keep feeling like he liked TV. Do you know if he did, Rebecca, or do you know if it's just that he has his like favorite shows? Is that what he was doing a lot at night?
He was very specific about, he liked to watch the stock market all the time on TV.
Oh, got it. Okay. Because I just keep seeing him watching TV, or I keep seeing him just kind of being very like methodical about it. So I guess he wouldn't miss it at all, you know? And also a bit of a reader. Like, I think he enjoyed his paper too. Like, I feel like, you know, he would be one to watch the paper, see things in the paper. I felt like he tried things. I feel like he wanted to do things. He tried things. And I feel like, you know, he just didn't, there's a little bit of like playing it safe, I think, with him, you know, like I feel like he wanted to do things or he had ideas of doing things, but he just makes me feel like he played safe a little bit. You know what I mean? Almost a little too afraid to try something or to go out or to be adventurous, that sort of thing, you know, and I think his like little space is like his domain. And that's just where he wanted to be, you know, in his comfort zone. But anyhow, he really shares with me a sense of I feel like it was you stepping in to help take care of him towards the end or helping with his health. Is that you or is that another daughter of his?
My mother was there. It wasn't me. I didn't even know that he had gotten
He was sick. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think he's referring to mom then, because I feel like for him, there's a little bit, again, your dad is just a little bit of that private person, right? We already talked about that. And I think he just wanted to be strong, you know? And to be honest, I just think he was a little bit old school where it wasn't like, I don't think he was going to get a surgery or he didn't want treatment. Like, I just feel like it was like, look, this is it. And this is my time. And I don't want anyone feeling sorry for me. It's just, you know, there's just a bit of that. Just know that he is with a dog. So I feel like he had a dog in the living and he is with his dog. So he is happy. Okay. And I feel like he sends you guys a lot of love. And the other thing, he doesn't want anyone mad at him. He doesn't want anyone getting upset because they didn't know or they couldn't be there. He just wants people to know, like, you know, this was it my way or the highway, and this was his highway. So, and that is what it is. And he's okay with that. All right. You know, the thing is, I feel like mom is still in the living, though. Am I correct, Rebecca? We still have mom with us?
Yeah, and there's a lot to do with that going on right now. She's 97, so.
Okay, well, that's where I was going, is that it makes me feel like there's a lot of care that's kind of needed for her. And it makes me feel like dad is just, you know, wanting to make sure, because she really did everything to take care of him. She really did. And he's just wanting to make sure that you guys are able to take care of her. So again, she's a little stubborn too. It's not like your mom's super easy. So you guys will just have to kind of roll up your sleeves and dive in there.
That's very true.
But
yes.
Yeah, and she's just super like, it's gonna get her real hard to make a move or real hard to get her to change things. And but I feel like he's like, you know, you're just going to have to kind of overpower her in a way to get her to do it. Okay?
That's what we're doing. I'm flying back to California on Saturday for that. So
okay. Yeah, she's going to be a pickle. She's going to tell you she doesn't need no help, but she does. And she feels to be fragile, to be honest. She does not feel to be strong, and she does feel like she needs help. She is a feisty one though. So she's feisty, even at 97, man, but you're in for it.
I know.
The other thing too, which is interesting, is your dad gives me the month of June. I feel like the month of June would be significant. Do we understand someone's birthday that is in the... Okay. He says happy birthday. Okay. He wants to say happy birthday to you. Okay. So, lots of love to you. Just know that he's okay. And again, he doesn't want it to hurt your feelings that he didn't invite you in to kind of be there and to know. He just, it was like, to him, he didn't want anyone to worry. He didn't want anyone to be upset. He didn't want anyone to try and talk him into anything. He just he knew he had limited time, and he just wanted to be at peace with it. Okay. And so just know that he loves you very much. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Rebecca. Lots of love to you, honey. Okay, bye. Okay, let's answer this question here. Will I get the apartment I applied for in March? The available move-in date keeps getting pushed back, and I wonder if this is ever going to happen. So, Jeannie, the interesting thing is it does feel like you will get this one, but they're having a lot of complications. I think they're having complications with like permits and things like that. To me, there's like some hoops. You will get it, but I almost feel like, I'm a little worried that it's not, I'd hate to say this, but that it's getting pushed back 3 or 4 months, which is crazy. I would be open. It does feel like there is another place that's not too far from this. I would consider just opening up options. You don't have to take something, right? But just opening up options. It's almost like there's another place that's not too far that also feels really, really good for you that is available. So just kind of keep an eye on it because, for you to wait that long almost feels like the universe doesn't want you to wait that long. So I hope that helps. But see, I think there's something else not too far from this place that may also be a really nice, viable option. So I will give that to you and keep us posted on it, okay? Okay, here we go. Oh, Nicole's got a great question here. I'm currently in school for digital cinematography, but debating on switching to computer animation. Can you tell me what you see doing that? The computer animation feels amazing. It really feels like you're going to be able to do a lot with that. Maybe it feels like it actually gives you more versatility, Nicole. And I don't know if you have a thing, but I keep seeing you working in film. So I don't know if that's an idea that you want, but I feel like that's something that would lead to film for you as well, if that's something you're interested in. So enjoy that, Nicole. Jeannie says, I get that. Thank you so much. Awesome, Jeannie. There we go. Time to go, Mama. Time to go. Okay. I would like to know how my dog Pearl is doing with the growth on her bladder. Please and thank you. Here's the thing, Allie. The growth, it kind of feels like it's going to go kind of rapid. Like the growth feels like it's going to get big kind of rapidly. So just really keep an eye on it because we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can with Pearl to not create discomfort. So once you start to see that discomfort, it's interesting because I feel like there's a treatment or something they're wanting to do to minimize this growth. But I would really keep an eye on it because she doesn't feel like a big dog to me. I don't know if she's little, but she feels little. And she's kind of, I don't want to say prissy, but she likes things easy. So I would really keep an eye on that because we don't want something that's going to create such, I don't think that they can remove it, Allie. I mean, again, ask the vet if there's something they can do, if there's something that, obviously trust in them. But I almost feel like it's a little dangerous to try to remove this. I see them just trying to shrink it. So I don't know if that's through medication or treatment, but I feel like they're trying to do it. But just know that, she feels joyful and she feels happy. I just want you to keep an eye on it to make sure that we're not creating too much pain that I could see kind of coming in. Okay, so just do the best you can with it. I see she's loved so much. She's spoiled. She's loved. She's doing fine in all of those ways. So just know you're doing a great job, Allie. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Ashley here. Who was the white butterfly that visited me today and was in the confirmation at me the night to cut the cords today to take my leap of faith? Wonderful. That feels really good. It's interesting because at first I thought it was a grandmother, but honestly, Ashley, I feel like this may be a mother or a grandfather. So, a mother or a grandmother for you. But what's also interesting, Ashley, I wonder if you have your dad on the other side because I keep hearing your dad speak as well. So I feel like even though the white butterfly may be the mother for you or the grandmother stepping in, it's almost like I can feel a father figure or a dad for you absolutely talking as well, which is interesting. So it's kind of cool because I feel like you actually have a lot of support for this, which is really, really great and really insightful. And congratulations on taking that leap of faith. That's wonderful. The time is now, and I think it's going to be fantastic for you. Just keep trusting yourself. That's the most important thing, is to keep trusting and putting yourself out there. Okay. So Beth, this is interesting. I have orbs that are in my house every night. Who would they be? You know what's crazy, Beth? Do you happen to have a younger male on the other side that you would connect to? And then it feels like they would also be connected to a parent. So I feel like one's an adult and one's more of a younger person. So do you happen to have a younger male that you would know or recognize on the other side? Yes, I do. Okay. Because it feels like it's him. He comes through very strongly. And then it's almost like you're seeing two main orbs anyway. And one's like a parental figure coming in. So it's like a parental figure and then this younger man coming in for you. So Beth, I'm just curious, do you happen to have a son on the other side? Is it a son for you or just a different, or a brother? It just makes me feel like he's very close to you. So that's the sensation I'm getting around him. So I'd love to kind of know that relationship for him. And he really gives me that total feeling of just kind of wanting to be with you, wanting to be around you. Oh, so you have a brother and a nephew. Okay, so there we go. So just know that he is very much with you. He's around, and also just kind of passing on to, his family, the nephew's family, that yes, he is with you and around you. And when we ask, like, why is he coming to you? Why are they? And I think what's great is because I feel like maybe you're open to this, so you can be a great messenger, so they're like making sure you get the memo. And your brother really has an enormous amount of love for you. He likes to watch over things. I feel like for him, it's about being protective as well. Okay. So it feels like he's very protective. It's interesting too, because I feel like you see things in windows and mirrors too. So I'm not sure if you've recognized that or not, but he keeps showing me that he peers through windows and scare the crap out of me. Just kind of coming in and that sort of thing. And I just feel like, yes, there we go. And I just feel like, there's just that sense of him just keeping a tab on things. And, lots of love for you. So no need to worry, no need to be afraid. And I believe those orbs are just a way to kind of say, I'm here, we're with you. And they, again, give you, all that love. I am curious, do you happen to know the name David by chance? Or a D name, if not David? It'd be interesting to see if that name connects. And it doesn't have to be his name. It could be someone in the living, a middle name, that sort of thing is what he's giving me. So I feel like there's that, Beth, as well. Yes, but not on the other. Well, we are not putting David on the other side. Okay. I'm just saying, but I do hear them mentioning David. So David must be a connection as well to them. Okay. So just know that. Anyhow, lots of love to you. Just know that they are okay. Just know that it's interesting, just because I feel like you're the one who can kind of get the family talking. You're the one who can kind of get everyone like, uh-oh. But, the boys like that, right? The boys like that. So just know that they're all okay. They're really more having fun than anything. And like I said, there is a parental figure with them. So I do get that as well. Okay. All right. Lots of love to you. And I'll leave that with you, honey. Okay. Okay. I do know Barb sent me a message and asked that we just send love and healing to everyone. If you are listening to this in this moment, and maybe you are missing your loved one, or you are going through a difficult time, maybe you're at a crossroads in your life and just feeling a little desperate, lost, whatever the case may be, just know that we are sending healing and love to you, and trusting that the universe will guide you, and having that faith that you will be able to work through this transition, even if we don't understand it. And that's the most difficult part. Okay. The problem is we have trouble when we don't know the who, what, when, where, why, and how. We want all of the answers right now. And sometimes we have to go through the journey. We have to go through the process in order for that lesson to appear, in order for the next step to be shown to us. So there is a lot of trust and surrender. And I absolutely will say that, okay? And just know that that came from our Barb, okay? That's our Barb sending love to everyone. So thank you, Barb, for that request. It's a beautiful request. Okay, let's do one more here. Let's see what is coming around. Oh, that's cute. Look, Miss Chelsea has the exact same feather wall hanging. See that? Love that, Chelsea. Look at that. Great minds. Okay, let's see. I'll bring in this Caroline. I feel like, let's see who. Caroline, I don't know if you're with us, but I keep feeling like there's a male for you on the other side, Caroline. So if you're listening and have a dad on the other side, maybe just got to give me a shout out. But there is a male on the other side that feels like a father figure, feels pretty authoritative. Feels like we're not going to tell him no. Anyhow, he does just want to step forward, and it's like he keeps hearing your prayers. So either you're praying or been putting thoughts out there, and it's you, Caroline McCarty. It's this one, you, honey. It's funny, Carol. Maybe there's another Caroline here, but Caroline, it's for you, McCarty. And I feel like also this man also gives there's a woman around you as well on the other side. And I just get that this man and this woman, they come forward to give you a lot of comfort. And I know this woman, I don't know if this may be, let me see if you left a message somewhere else. I feel like this may be a sister for you or a really close friend. But just someone that was close to you, not too far in age. That's kind of the thing I get. Crazy, wacky, a lot of fun. Crazy, wacky, a lot of fun she is. Gives me a sense of always keeping you on your toes. So, yes, sister. Okay. She really gives me the feeling where I just feel like for her, it's very much about you living, Carolyn. I think it's so much about you trying new things. She really wants to get you to try new things, put yourself out there. Not to be afraid, not to hesitate anymore, right? And I feel like even in her life, there's some things like she was kind of outgoing, I feel like, or outrageous. And then I feel like, she would even do it more if she could do it again, right? Even more so, right? And so I feel like she very much encourages you to get out and try new things, okay? And we have this, Chelsea, we figured out the L, Lyons, his last name. Yes, that would be an L. Yes, there we go. That would do it, Chelsea. So thank you. We really appreciate it. I love it. All right, everybody. I do hope you enjoyed tonight and enjoyed your sessions. Sherry, listen, missing my grandma a lot, feeling lost. And that's really hard. Our grandmas are like our everything, aren't they? They are our everything all wrapped in one. They are like a Tootsie Roll for us, right? Just the things to do is really look at the signs and symbols that they give you, okay? So it's knowing that the signs and symbols are right there and keeping that laugh and keeping those memories. That's how we can really be reminded of them being around us and knowing that they had a good life, right? Knowing that they did the best that they could and that they are at peace, and maybe just having some peace with that, and just keep looking. I'll tell you what, I do feel like she loves the birds. So look for the hummingbird. I feel like she's sending you birds, Sherry. So look for that, okay? All right, everybody. I do hope you enjoyed tonight, and lucky ones got in there for their connection. Please be sure to join me next Thursday. Looking forward to talking with you. Lots of love to you. You're welcome, Jeannie. You're welcome, everyone. Have a great night. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for listening to the Colby Rebel Show. Be sure to follow Colby on social media at Psychic Rebel. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, please head on over to iTunes to leave a review to help Colby grow the tribe. Colby is an international psychic medium, teacher, best-selling author, and speaker. She is a master teacher of the Lisa Williams International School of Spiritual Development and is the owner of the Colby Rebel Spirit Center in Los Angeles. Visit colbyrebel.com.